So this is a quick demonstration how we add audio. What I've already done is go ahead and go File, Import, Import to Library, and I've placed the sound bounce in here. What we can do in the library is preview the sound, and you can see by the waveform that it's a long sound, but the actual sound of the bounce happens in this space here. There is a slight delay, so what we're going to need to do is to compensate for that in our timeline. What I've done down here is I've scrubbed through, I've created a bounce effects layer, that's where the sound will go. I've got the pool and I've got my bouncing ball. So that's the point where we want to hear the sound. So to add sound, we simply click on the timeline, right click and insert a blank keyframe. And now all we have to do is to drag and drop the sound onto the stage and watch what happens in the timeline. Can you see that the sound waveform now appears in the timeline? So if I play that back, let's hear how we're going. So the actual timing is a bit delayed, and that's because of the sound file itself. So what we're going to do is go here and right click and remove frames. So I'm just going to pull, right click, remove frame. I'm just going to nudge the sound back a little bit. So as we go through now, the sound strikes here as the balloon compresses and before it takes off again. So let's hear how we go. That's better. Now there's another bounce point here. So it's bounce, splash. So, sorry, there's no second bounce in my animation. What I would do, if I had a second bounce point here, I would click on the frame, right click, and insert a blank keyframe again, and do that same process again. Drag and drop the sound onto the stage, and you can now see we have two bounce sounds in our sound layer. And so if I play that back, you'll hear the effect.